eMite Analytics from eMite is a Silverlight based dashboard that allows users to be able to better report and manage their information. You can see from this dashboard screen here that you have the ability to be able to create various screens for different views of content. All of the information is filtered through the Microsoft SQL Server OLAP Cube, and we're able to drill through information on each of our dashboard pages. That information that you can see in this screen here allows us to be able to filter, in this instance, from mortgages down through a bank branch into a particular month, and then we're able to break down the revenue of particular metrics over time. The interface that we offer in Silverlight here is quite intuitive. It gives you the ability to convert your graph data to grids or charts. You also have the ability to be able to export that data into Microsoft Excel if required. There are various screens that you can create, and we provide different graphical representation of that information. In this instance here, you can see that we have a tree view representing various metrics, and we can view that information over time. By expanding our chart, we can actually choose the periods by which we'd like to measure our information. So we've just drilled down into a week, and we can choose different averages of days, hours or minutes depending on how often we gather the information. We also have the ability to be able to scale out further into longer periods of time through our calendar. You'll see each of the screens that we have here provide different types of functionalities for different levels of your organization. So in this instance here, we're able to provide you 4 overview charts of different information, and this information can be expanded and drilled into as required. The screen that you're looking at here gives us a breakdown of our revenues over a month, and from that month we can actually see how much revenue we've generated by our different bank branches. What we're looking at then is the breakdown of the total revenue for each individual branch by sector. In this instance we're looking at mortgages, home loans and insurance. Then we have the further ability to be able to literally drill into the tables of information and understand all the contracts that we have created over a particular period of time. Once again, using the OLAP Cube in eMite, we're able to drill down and filter the data quite fast. You can also go and represent the data that you're measuring according to particular thresholds or breaches. In this instance, what we're doing is we're actually choosing the metrics that we would like represented on our chart through the multi-chart facility. By selecting on this additional metric, automatically we can see the new blue bar come up in here representing the numbers of errors in this instance on mortgage processing. Another view here is through the line chart, and you'll see that as we drill down into our metrics, the charts dynamically change. Once again, you can change the time periods that you would like to view this information by. So you can also choose the types of charts that you would like to view. Building a chart in eMite is quite simple. Given the right administration rights, you have the ability to firstly decide the template that you would like to view your data on. Once you've done that, it's more or less a means of just clicking and dragging and dropping the components, the visual components that you would like viewed on your screen. So you can see here I've chosen a tree view. I'd like to view the metrics that I'd like represented in my dashboard. Perhaps I'd like to build up a cube report to provide me the information and even represent that data via a gauge. Once you've chosen the components, you need to link each of the components of the eMite dashboard to each other. So in this instance we've chosen just to view data on mortgages, and now what we'd like to do is link the mortgage data to our metrics table. So once we've linked it to the metrics table, any parent or combination of metrics that lie underneath a particular parent will be represented in the metrics view, as you can see here. Then once we've chosen to view that information, we then need to go and link our metrics to our dials and to our charts. So once we've linked it, you can see that the dial changes as we click on the individual metrics. Now eMite is great in terms of being able to provide analytical reports, and you can create multiple report sets for your users that can just be clicked and dragged into your screen, so you can choose different report sets to view the data. Now if you go and choose those reports, which are very similar to the ones that you've seen earlier in the presentation, and you realize that you don't really want that information represented in the cube report format and perhaps you've made a mistake, then what you're able to do is to go and delete that chart and then go and add in the correct component that you need. So we've just gone and changed it to an advanced chart, and what we're now going to do is going to link the metrics to the advanced chart. So now that I've done that, every metric that I select over time will be represented in a line or a bar. So as you can see here, I've got just a day's worth of data. Perhaps we go and expand that out to perhaps a month, and now we have our line chart here represented. As the information that we're looking at now can be represented as a bar, and so what you're doing is you're creating an interactive dashboard for each individual user's requirements. We can then go and rename our dashboard, and we can save that dashboard for further use. There's many more features and functions that are available in the Silverlight dashboard, and these presentations can be viewed on the eMite website, www.emite.com.